Veronica Pamela Biscette, also known as Miss Pam or Mummy Sese of Laguerre Barbonneau, passed away on Saturday, June 13, 2020, at 5:55 a.m. at the Downstate Medical Center in Brooklyn, New York. She was 78 years old. She was predeceased by her son, Ishmael Biscette from Laguerre Barbonneau, who resided in Forrester. Left to mourn her husband, Henry Hubert Biscette, also known as Kino, of Laguerre Barbonneau. Sons, Patrick Biscette, farmer of Laguerre Barbonneau, Vincent Biscette in Brooklyn, New York, Cornelius Billy Biscette, proprietor of Billy's Cleaning Services, John Biscette, minibus operator, M695, Route 1B, Barbonneau. Daughters, Hyacinthia Pierre in Brooklyn, New York, Jonia Biscette in Barbados, Clarita Biscette in Houston, Texas, Jacqueline Jackie Biscette in Brooklyn, New York. Grandchildren, Almeria Janelle Biscette in Brooklyn, New York, Eva Ponella Biscette in Brooklyn, New York, Tony Biscette of Laguerre Barbonneau, Alison Biscette Glasgow in Barbados, Karine Biscette in Barbados, George Biscette, also known as Boy, in Barbados, Adrian Biscette in Barbados, Hannah Biscette in Jersey City, New Jersey, Miguel Biscette of Laguerre Barbonneau, Leona Biscette in Barbados, Adrian Biscette in Quebec, Canada, Giovanni Biscette, employee of Harbour Club, Neri Biscette of Laguerre Barbonneau, Rochelle Saint-Jean, employee of Canada Visa Application Center, Tabitha Biscette, student of the American International Medical University, Rashad Conibat in Houston, Texas, Wyatt Biscette, student of the Montessori Center, Cornel Biscette, student of Camille Henry Memorial School. Great-grandchildren, Eve Biscette in Barbados, Kyron Biscette in Barbados, Rohan Biscette Campbell, Brooklyn, New York, Soniva Glasgow, Gianna Biscette, Kyra Biscette, Kimani Biscette, Trefor Glasgow, Shaquem Holligan, Giorgio Biscette, Shakir Holligan, Gia Biscette, all in Barbados, Michael Biscette of Laguerre Barbonneau, Genalia Biscette of Pébouche Barbonneau, Ishmael Michael Biscette of Laguerre Barbonneau. Daughters-in-law, Lindell Biscette, farmer of Laguerre Barbonneau, Flinda Biscette, proprietor of Billy's Minimart in Laguerre Barbonneau, Patricia Biscette, employee of Rakai Wholesale, Ernesta Edward Biscette, employee of Inland Revenue Department, also left to mourn Karen Ebanks in Brooklyn, New York. Son-in-law, Felix Conibat in Houston, Texas. Grandsons-in-law, Amin Campbell in Brooklyn, New York, Trevor Glasgow in Barbados. Sisters, Dorothy Duncan in Barbados, Bernadette Laura, who is also her best friend in St. Croix, Marie Eugenia Pierre in Brooklyn, New York, Veronica Ishmael, also known as Palmyra in Barbados, Marie Cyrilia, also known as Rebecca, in Brooklyn, New York. Brothers Nicholas Pierre and family in Cicero, Daniel Cadet and family in Antigua. Nieces Lydia Joyce Pierre in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Rita Duncan in Arkansas, USA, Petra Laurent of Granovier Groselet, Claudia Thomas in Martinique, Ophelia Laurent, who is also her goddaughter in Martinique, Natasha Laurent in St. Martin, Casilda Digna Laurent of Laguerre Barbonneau, Eldifa Jabatis of Deramo, Samantha Richardson in Brooklyn, New York, Andrina Ishmael, also known as Tini, in Queens, New York, Andy Gabriel of Laguerre Barbonneau, Rosemary Taylor of Martinique, Margaret Taylor, also known as Corella of Cul-de-Sac, nephews, Tony Duncan of Laguerre-Barbineau, Kieran Laurent, also known as Ras K of Granivière-Groselet, Gunter Sherman Laurent in Martinique, Nigeas Jean-Baptiste, who is also her godson of Laguerre-Barbineau, Rufinus Jean-Baptiste, also known as Pagerbel of Laguerre-Barbineau, Stephen Cyrillier in St. Martin, Peter Cyrillier in St. Martin, Lucas Ian Cyrillier in Brooklyn, New York, Brian Ishmael in London, England, Robert Ishmael in Barbados, Michael Errol Ishmael, also known as Fuishi of Laguerre-Barbineau, Carson Ishmael in Barbados, Gavin Houghton Toussaint, also known as Otti, Correctional Officer at Bordelais Correctional Facility, Kieran Rosemond of Ciceron, children of her late uncle Michael Boy Pierre of Laguerre-Barbineau, children of her late uncle Jeremy Joseph of Pays-Bouche-Barbineau, children of her late uncle James Pierre of Bardeny, children of her late uncle Joseph Pierre of Laguerre-Barbineau, children of her late aunt Anne-Marie Baby Anthony of Plateau-Barbineau. Close friends: Magdalene Biscette in Brooklyn, New York, Maura, vendor at the Castries Craft Market, Eugene, vendor at the Castries Craft Market, Madeline, Julian and family of Laguerre-Barbineau, Marcia Albert in Brooklyn, New York, Tessa Fletcher in Queens, New York, Marie Singh in New Jersey, USA, Mary Charles, better known as Gmo, in Hartford, Connecticut, caretaker Mary David in Brooklyn, New York. Also left to mourn the Biscette family of Barbineau, Gara, Castries, Dennery, and Bexar, the Monrose family of Elizabeth in New Jersey, Parker Ragunanan and family of Montfortune Castries, the Ragunanan family of Forrester, the Pierre family of Cicero and Badeny, Elaine Honora and family of Laguerre and the United States. The funeral service of the late Veronica Pamela Biscette, better known as Ms. Pam or Mummy Say, will be held on Monday the 27th of July, 2020 at 2 p.m. at the First Baptist Church, Darlin Road, Castries. The body will be laid to rest at the Shock Cemetery. The body now lies at Creek's Funeral Home, Vidbouteille.